Hello friends, this is Anand Harsh. Once again, I'm with you with a new video lecture on Oracle 10G Basic. Today we consider the aggregate function. Functions are actually some kind of functionalities which are provided by the system in form of inbuilt function. Uh, and we can also create functions with the facility if a language or tool provides us. But first of all, we go with the inbuilt function of Oracle 10G provided to us. Today we consider the aggregate function. Before we're going to start the aggregate function, first of all we understand what is the means of aggregate. So aggregate means set of values. Okay, so those functions which are performed on set of values or group of values, then they are said to be aggregate function. Okay, so let's take some example, like if there are some sequence of 10 in numbers and their ages are known to us, then the average of their ages called uh, is called a set of values. Okay, so we perform average on set of values. That is, if we are working with a function to make average of them those values, then that function will be called aggregate function because it is applied on a set of values or a group of values. Okay, so so the aggregate functions including count, sum, maximum, minimum, and average. Okay, so today we consider count, sum, maximum, minimum. So as the programmer approach says that we are applying the function symbol here and here. Okay, so first of all we go with the count function that is used to count values in a column. Okay, so where it is used, somehow we left some values in columns. Like we know that a table has 20 rows, but when we count a column, then only 19 will arrive. That means one value is left to be filled. Okay, so we have to fill that value. Okay, so that will be counted by count function. One more uses of this function is that when we are using the PLSQL block of code, and we have to find out the number of terms a loop will execute. The, the number of terms a loop is executed is counted by the counter variable or count function. Okay, so these are the two uses of count function where we can use this function. So now let us check count function. We are today using the employee master table. Select star from employee master. Okay, so this table will have these records. You can see 7 rows are selected. There are employee ID, name, age, salary, and there is a different kind of cities here. So first of all, as the system says that 7 rows are selected. Okay, we are inserting a certain new value, but with a null uh, employee city. Okay, so insert into employee master, okay, values, then e 00008, okay, and the name is like Nalini, and the age is 25, and the salary is 15,000, okay, and the it is null. Okay, so one row is created. Now you can see that there is a uh, this not inputted a single city. So all the records, 8 rows, have 8 values in each column, but the employee city has only 7 values. So we can count them and we can find out which how many values are left to be filled. Okay, so let's check that. Select count. Count uses a single parameter in its function, that is a column name, like e-salary, e-cell, if I'm giving from employee master, and this will give us 8 rows, counting 8, because e-salary has 8 values in it. Okay, now I'm using um, e-city beside the e-salary, e-city. Okay, so it is having 7 values, so we can judge how many values are left to be filled. So we can fill the city of the Nalini when we are found that there are only 7 values in it. Okay, so the count is used. Okay, now we are moving towards the sum function. Sum is used to total, calculate sum of all the uh, values inside a column, but it can be used to only sum the numerical values. So aware of that thing, you must have to use that function on a column that have a numerical values. Okay, so it can be floating point also, there can be fractional data also, but you must have to use the numerical data. You cannot use them on string data, character data, etc. Okay, so select star from employee master. Okay, so now um, we are totaling the salary what an employer is given to all his employees. Okay, so now question is here. Now find out the total salary a employer give to their employees. Okay, so the salary is total from 17,000 to 16,000 in a 8 rows will be summed up, and that will be result. So how it is possible? Like this, select sum and each salary from employee master. Okay, so now the result is uh, 1,23,500 from all these records available. Okay, so uh, if you are using another column like the age, then the sum of age is 214. Okay, so we know that we have 8 records. If we divide it by 8, then we got the average of each employee's age that have 8 records. So total divided by 8 um, will become the average age of each employee, that is 26.75. Okay, we can calculate it by the average function. That is the another function we have. Select avg and inside the function we we are providing EH from employee master. Okay, so that's the result. Okay, that the first one we are calculating the average by manually by the using some function, but here we are calculating the average by average function directly provided by the Oracle 10G Express edition. So that is the major difference between using these commands, but the results are same. So it's all up to you which command you want to go with. It's all up to your logical mind. What is the best thing to do with? Okay, so keep practicing, keep research and development with the queries and real world problems, so that your mind will more logical to do with these commands frequently. So now we are good with count command, sum command, and average command. So the maximum and minimum command are left here. So now moving to the maximum. Okay, so let's start from employee master. Okay, so here we can see the ages 27, 32, 23, 24, 27, 32, 24, 25. Okay, the maximum age I can see that 32 is the maximum age I have seen here. 32 for Sunil and 32 for Nitin. Okay, so uh, how will be the answer uh, comes from the maximum command. So this is the syntax, and this is the query select to maximum, and it takes only single parameter. So EH I'm giving here a maximum EH from employee master. So the 32 age is uh, resulted. Okay, I'm changing the parameter to e salary. So the maximum uh, salary holder is now available. Okay, 22,000. That is the highest salary paid by an employer to an employee. Okay, so that is the maximum command, and minimum command. It is just opposite, and it is very easy to use. Select minimum, and we giving here the salary from employee master, and that is 7,500. You can see here there is only one employee, that's name is Sahil, and he is 27-year old, and he got 7,500 from his employer. Okay, that is the minimum from them. So these are the aggregate functions, and you can count them, sum them, maximum, minimum, percent. Okay, so you can also use the count function using like this. Select count star from employee master. Okay, so this will also uh, retrieve the 8 records, or counting of the 8 records, because star means all. So there are 8 records. So this will count all the 8 records, and will result in the solve of this class. I hope you enjoyed this lecture very much with the aggregate functions we used in our lecture, and you do practicing with these functions, and uh, make your own um, exercises and R&D. If you have a question regarding this video lecture, please write me in comment section, and please like my video, subscribe, be with me. I hope I will help you more, and thank you all of you. Have a great day.